Hello and welcome to another episode of the Gascast with me, Nick.
Me, Mart.
And today we're going to talk about ghosts. Ooh. Okay, Mart, what's the experience that you've had with fucking the paranormal?
Well, I'm quite sceptical when it comes to shit like this.
Yeah.
There's so much stuff where I want to believe, but I'm always going to be like, if there's something else that explains it away, I'm going with that. And I see so much stuff, and I'm just like, I've got to call bullshit.
Yeah.
But I have seen some myself when I was younger, so I do believe. But then again, it's like,
Do you think
I need to be proven no more than like.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. But does, because you were such a young age, how old was you?
Man, probably like 12 or something.
See, do you ever think it was your mind playing tricks and like...
Yeah, well,
You
no.
were so young, you like look back on him like, well, was it just my imagination or was it actually something?
The older I get,
You
the
know?
more hazy it is, like, because like the time it's been. But when it was fresh, it was mad. It sticks with you.
You know?
Yeah.
Have you had any experiences later in your life?
No, that's not the only thing that's ever happened to me.
It?
Yeah.
It's only when you were young. Because I had the same. It was in, I was about 8. At the
Well,
time.
it's the same house, wasn't it?
Yeah, about 8, and I saw a shadow figure. It was like like in a monkey robe, and I saw it more than once. But again, I was only 8, so I don't know if it was my imagination. But what freaks me out is my mum and dad, when I brought it up later on, said we had the same experiences, and they named it Fred.
Fred, yeah.
Fred the ghost. And like, when my dad used to come into my room and say goodnight, he used to sit on the side of my bed, and he used to go down, I could feel it, and I could feel that's my dad. But before I felt it, go down, I'm like, oh, you're right, Dad, I've turned around, I've my eyes, no one's there.
Well, Mum said the same thing. She said she was sitting doing her makeup in the mirror and felt the bed behind her go down and was like, Mike, can you pass me something? She did turn around and thought it was just Dad come upstairs. And she turned around, there was nobody there. She was like, freaked her out. But she was like, it was that pronounced on the bed. She just thought it was like it was obviously somebody there, like mad.
That's what I mean.
But like what I saw was, you was little, and we had a baby gate on the top of the stairs, but it was like it was wooden, like a fence gate type style, like 3 slats across and a diagonal one, and it was on a little hook, and it was spring loaded, so when you opened it and let it go, it just sprung back shut. And I was in my bedroom, and the door in the gate swung and banged. And like this this smoky mist come past on the landing and disappeared into Mum's room. And it looked like a monk as well. And I swear to God, it sounds crazy.
It's the way you say it, smoky mist.
Yeah, it's like
the typical bullshit story.
But it had a shape to it. It was like a monk, like you say, with a robe over his head. And me and you had never ever spoke about this for what years. We'd never said about it. And the first time it got brought up at a party or something, and the subject come up, and I said yeah, and you said you'll be, and then we both said at the end, what did it look like? And we both said at the same time. Like we corroborated each other's story, didn't we? And it was like that night.
Each other like, bro.
That night, that stood up on the back of my neck, because it was like you say, what was you remembering? You was only 12. How much was your mind playing tricks on you? Did it really happen? And then when we said it was the same thing we saw, that's what kind of freaked me out.
Yeah, because it got me thinking again. Like, I never told anybody that. Nobody.
Yeah.
And when you said it, I was just like, well, wait a minute, because that's what I saw.
Yeah.
But I never told him. So how the fuck does he know? Like. Unless it's a massive coincidence.
Yeah. But
I'd love to go back and just knock on the door and like, excuse me, I used to live here. Imagine that, man. Someone just coming at your door and then just like allowing you. It's like, oh, I used to live here, and I think this house is well haunted. So, can I have a look round, please? Like, what do you mean?
Because if they hadn't experienced anything, that might freak them out, hadn't
Yeah,
it?
it might be like, oh, imagine if they grabbed you by the shoulders. Yeah, come in, do you want a cup of tea? And I'd be like,
Yeah.
oh, me and my husband was like, separate spot. I'm like, what? I'm like, nah, that tea, put it on hang, see you later, bye.
Yeah.
I'd be gone, man. But it was like I never sensed like an evil spirit though. It was
That
like
was the
sound. It's like we named it. Like mum and dad was like Fred, oh, it's just Fred again, or like the slats in the floor was loose, weren't they?
Oh, the floorboards on
when
the landing, yeah.
When you walked over them, you could tell it got
Creak. Yeah, it was a distinct sound
And
like,
when
of
we-
every board. Like you could tell if somebody was going from one way to the other, couldn't you?
Yeah,
Because the way the creaks.
coming over the landing. But I remember I was young and babysitting. I heard it, and you was there. The dog was there. No one else was in the house. And there's no way it was the pipes, like the heating coming on and stuff. Because you know, like a crackly pipe coming on.
You
and
hear
stuff.
one crack. This was a bump across.
Like somebody walking across. And
Like it sounded like when you was downstairs, and like somebody went upstairs and walked across the landing.
The lights used to flicker.
Yeah, it
as well.
sounded exactly the same.
Yeah.
And like I say, I'd be downstairs more than one occasion. You'll be there. The dog would be there. Nobody else would be in the house, and somebody'd walk across the landing, and you'd be like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
But it happened that
You
many
always
times.
write it off.
It happened that many times that after it kind of the first few times you was like shit,
Yeah.
but after a while it kind of you
You
ignored it sometimes. Like I'm sure my mate was around the one time, and I don't even notice because somebody walked and he was like, "Who's that?" And I was like, "What?" And somebody walks across the landing, and I was like, "Oh nah, did they? Nah, it's probably the pipes or something." Just
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
But
Should have shit him up like, yeah, it's the ghost.
it's a ghost.
Oh, well, remember this ghost story?
Yeah.
Do you want to tell our viewers the night you babysitted me?
Scarred you for life.
Fucking prick.
Oh.
I'd never forgive you for that.
You're still sore subject, isn't it? That?
Bro, it shit me up, man.
Oh.
I was shaking. I was 8 or 7 years of age. And you saying there's a man, possessed. It was like some doctor or some shit. And he was after me. And he was like, you and your mates was like fumbling on the stairs, like, and you pretending to fight him off, like, no. Then you come rushing in out of breath, going, I've got him out of the house. Wait, what? Do you hear that? He's on the roof. Wait here. Shut the fucking door, go blasting down the stairs again. Have a laugh with your mate. I don't know this. I think I'm trying to get some cunt off the roof. And then you come back upstairs. Dude, he's fell off the roof. Dude, quick. Go to the front window. Look. Oh, quick. And they'll get there and like, whoa. Oh, now the ambulance just come, man. He's just come around the corner, man. He just splattered all over them bricks, man. It's like it's all good now, man. They've took him away. He's dead. You could get to bed now. What the fuck do you mean? I can get to bed now?
Oh.
I just mean like, yeah, I'm gonna sleep after that. And it was all because I went into your bedroom, went under your bed, found some McDonald's rack milkshake, and you was like, oh, have a sip of this? And I lied and was like, yeah. To see what you'd say, and then you was like, fuck, you're gonna die. And I'm like, woo.
Oh.
You're horrible. Scarred me, that did. In the house that was haunted. But yeah, man, I don't know what my take is on like the paranormal or anything anymore, because it's been so long. I've had no experiences or anything else after that.
Yeah.
So I kind of just writ it off like, oh, fuck it, man. It's just
Might have been just your
my
mind.
mind, yeah, playing tricks on me.
But yeah, that's the same thing with me. But then you hear about mum and dad like saying shit that happened to them. Like we know him older. There's like, oh, mum's like this happened, and Mike was like,
Did he go around the house before fucking ranting and raving, screaming, you don't fucking touch my family.
I don't know. Maybe.
She
I think he
they
did, yeah.
keep fucking with us or something.
I don't
She
know,
kept
but
going missing and that.
see,
It's the worst thing you can do, to be fair.
yeah. But like you say, after the house, when we left the house, nothing, not as
Nothing at all.
At all.
Look at the house they live in now.
Yeah, that was like
It's
what?
over 200 years old. It's a cottage. My mum bought that house hoping it was haunted, thinking there's going to be some paranormal.
Shit going
Nothing.
down. Nothing.
Not even a vibe.
And then the house that we come from was built in what, the 80s?
Yeah.
It's a new
Something
house,
like
wasn't
that.
it?
Yeah, it's on
Yeah.
old farmland. It was built on. It's weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. I like to go down that rabbit hole and dig a bit deeper though, and like go on a ghost hunt or.
Because it's,
I don't know,
see,
man.
this
Too
is where
much
we come
bullshit
to
out
now.
there as well.
Look, I've seen that one thing, but all the years we lived there, that was the only time I ever saw anything.
Anything, yeah.
I had creepy feelings all the time when I was
Mm.
upstairs. Go upstairs on my own, and you'd get that
It's like
feeling.
somebody watching you.
Watching you, yeah,
Bad.
there was a
Or
bad
somebody
vibe.
behind you, yeah.
Somebody, you didn't feel alone up there.
Nah,
Never felt scared,
but you
but
know
you just,
someone-
yeah, you had a, there was a weird vibe up there,
Like
wasn't there?
you had a vibe like there's a presence.
Presence, yeah.
There's a presence there.
And I had the feeling like I'd be in bed sometimes, and couldn't sleep or something, and I'd just be lying there, and the landing light would be on, but I'd have to like look up. I had a feeling I was going to see something,
Mm.
and I didn't want to, so I
Yeah.
always used to just like pretend there was nothing going on. Do you know what I mean? It was like,
Play PlayStation and just.
yeah, you
don't-
just kind of just.
I had that vibe before, like.
I had a
put
vibe
my
that there was
PlayStation,
somebody
I don't-
watching me.
I don't want to fucking like look away from the TV
TV.
because I'd be scared I'd look there.
And there's
like
something there.
or
Yeah,
something.
I had a
Yeah, bad.
vibe.
But
Like,
it was scary. It's just like I don't want to fucking see.
see,
like,
yeah. I had that as well. It's weird.
Mm.
You had a vibe that something was watching or something was
I
there
was
with
lying
you.
in bed or something, man. I'd feel something and I just wouldn't. I'd keep still.
Still, yeah.
It's bad.
Yeah,
You know what I
bad.
mean? Yeah.
But you don't. It wasn't scary. It was just like if there is something there, I
Yeah.
don't want to
I
see
don't
it.
wanna see
I
it.
don't want to see
Yeah.
it because if I see something,
Mm.
Then I
I'm
know
gonna be freaked
something,
out, man,
yeah.
Because it's like before you see it, you're just like, okay, it's just I'm being
stupid, yeah.
But you're like, I don't care. I want to be stupid because what if there is something there?
Yeah.
You turn around and you just. I think that'd be the end for me,
Yeah.
man. I'd be like, I'm gone, man.
But that one time I did see it, and it was.
You caught off guard.
But
the thing
when
is,
they
when
caught-
I
when-
saw it, it was like, oh fuck, scary, running after dad or something. It was
Yeah.
like,
When-
you clock in, you'd be like,
When I clocked it,
what
that
the
was
fuck?
it.
Shock.
I clocked it, and my jaw dropped, and I just stared, and I was like, "What the fuck was that?"
Mm-hmm.
And then I even like come out of my room and looked, and it was gone. And I was like, "What the?" You know, but it weren't like, "Oh shit!" I didn't run out the house. It was just this like
Or like,
awe of like, "Whoa! Did I just see what I thought I saw?" kind of thing.
did you ever get that, the old fucking bullshit, oh, everything went cold?
Nah,
Nothing like
never
that.
had that.
See?
Never had
Did
no
you ever
cold
watch
spit.
like the fucking bullshit programs and like, oh, it's cold in this room, and then the spike goes off and it's like,
Yeah.
fucking Tony's here and he wants to fucking, I don't know.
Well,
you know,
see, this is the
all
thing.
that, I don't buy none of it.
You hear about.
You know, like Ghost Hunters.
Well, see, I started watching all these kind of things.
I watched some the other week because I was into it when I was a little bit younger.
Yeah.
When you started watching it, I was a little bit younger, so it was all gas. I went back to it the other day, a couple on YouTube, and I was just like, oh, they're Ghost Hunters, that was sick. I watched them, I turned it off. I was like, that's bullshit.
Well, this is the thing. I started watching loads of them to see if, you know, try and.
And they try and debunk it as well.
Yeah, and they did
Some
a
of
few.
them, I'm just like,
Well, in all the ones I saw, the one dude who was supposed to, in like one of them, the one dude who was supposed to be medium, he got outed as being a fucking bullshit today.
oh really?
Yeah, and then him like, well, obviously that was a load of fucking wank because anybody could do some research on a half famous building,
Yeah.
find out who died there, or you know, some
history
basic
on it,
history
yeah.
on it. and then go in and go, oh, I feel the presence of a woman named so and so, and they're like, yeah. Did you visit her? That's one of the room, you know,
Yeah.
because he's.
They've done Ghost Hunters as well.
That's what I mean.
Ghost Hunters used to make me laugh like, oh yeah, I can feel the presence. There are about 1 million fucking lights on, man.
Yeah.
It's like you're in a lit room, you can feel the presence. Like, don't talk shit, man. What are you gonna do? Fucking whack the Luigi board out next? Whatever the fucking it's called.
Ouija board.
Luigi board, man.
Ouija board.
But it's right though, mate.
I mean, all the episodes of that I watched, hoping, like 90% of the stuff she was like, nah, yeah, he was a bit bullshit with it. There's a couple of times that's a bit spooky like. There's a couple of them, but out of all of them, I'm still.
I've written off, I have, man, to be fair. What about the Ghost Adventures?
See, I used to like that.
That's a bit. I went back. I was like, I don't know, because there was did one of the somewhere. I forget where they go. There's like demons and bad presence, and didn't one go back and get possessed, and it like ruined his marriage and all that bullshit. And he said it was down to visiting that place because a demon followed him back and can take you over.
Yeah, well, all of them have had experiences with stuff like that where they've said they've gone back and they've just been in bad moods and just like, you know, something's given bad vibes.
Possessed, and it's
like it's oppressed, and it's followed them, and it's like
pressing them, yeah.
And they say that like relationships and stuff, and then the one couple of them who used to do some of the investigations with them before they were on TV, I think they were like some friends, and they died in a murder-suicide.
No.
There was, you know, Ghost Adventures.
Yeah.
There was a couple of episodes where a man and wife.
Right.
I think her name was Debbie Constantino or something. They joined them on a couple of them, and I think they knew him from other stuff. And a couple of years ago, I think he or she killed him, and then killed herself.
Fuck. Really?
Yeah.
Jesus.
And then people say, "Oh, you mess with the dark shit. Dark shit's gonna come." Yeah.
So like, she got possessed, killed.
Well, I don't know what the reasons behind it was or anything, but you think, well, that's a bit put two and two together, like. But there are a lot of that
then
stuff.
Then again, you could be like, is it a massive coincidence and she was just fucking off a rocker?
Well, but that's the thing with them. A lot of the stuff in the beginning was a bit like ghost hunter-y. It was going to investigate certain things and trying to debunk things and stuff like that. And the latest stuff that I've been watching lately seems more... it's more of a show.
Yeah,
there is so much
TV show.
There is so much investigated as more like entertaining and things being possessed and feeling dark energy and getting really emotional about it. There's less evidence and more like theatrics.
Yeah.
You know.
So you get grip.
It gets scripture, but yeah. So I don't know whether I'm calling bullshit on that now.
Like for a good thing like that, it's like one, if it's in the public, I think it's bullshit. If it's on TV, I think it's bullshit. I'd like to go and meet somebody who's got like a property or like, look, when you go in here, I'm warning you, this shit's real.
Real, yeah.
And go in and I want to feel it myself and have the experience and like come out and be like, we need to leave.
I think
until that day happens, I don't know, I'm on the fence.
Like a full-on poltergeist activity, like.
I want to believe in ghosts because at the end of the day, we have an electric field going through our fucking bodies.
Yeah.
That's to say it's your soul. That pulse can't just die off. It's got to go somewhere when you die. It's got to. Does it go into the atmosphere? Does it go into somebody else? Does you get trapped into limbo and that's where you have ghosts?
That's like
I don't know if it's plausible. I don't know. But I'm on the fence. I'm on the. I don't know. Sorry.
That's like the theory that I quite like. That your brain is an antenna. And like the electric wave, the current of your soul or whatever is being received by the brain, and then when you die, it just goes back off again.
Electric pulses and stuff from you. What's it called? Not retina. Fucking. Come on, help me out.
I know. I'm trying to think. My brain's gone blank as well. But yeah,
receptors.
Yeah.
You know, when you get your receptors firing,
yeah.
you get electric pulses, and that's what sends the information That's how the brain works. It's electric
Yeah.
field, like legit. Where the fuck does that go? Like, you can't just die off or surge. It's got to go somewhere. It's like when it's like when you get a power board of electricity and it fucking fuses. It's got to go somewhere. It's got to that energy push somewhere.
Well, it
You know.
must have ground, doesn't it?
That's what I mean. Grounds, but we're a
But-
bit. I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. If your brain was a receptor, like a receiver, for a signal, and like your soul was that signal, and when you're born, it comes into it, and then when you die, it leaves and goes off to something else. Like that could be.
They said, oh, they like if somebody dies, the nearest someone's born, and
But
I don't know.
so yeah, we go. Like you said, I want to see something, but I want to see some definitive shit.
Solid evidence.
Yeah, solid. And like you see some videos on YouTube and stuff of like the poltergeist activities when the doors are going and the in the kitchen and the cupboards are flying and the chairs are moving.
Anybody can get fucking fishy, why aren't I?
Yeah.
No.
So there's some stuff like that. But like I say, if you was there in a house and some shit like that went down
Happened.
and you was like, okay,
There's not. Where's the wires? I'd look for wires
Yeah.
and shit, and if there's nothing.
that's what I want to see. And see, you got some famous stuff, ain't you? Like, I've been watching some horror films lately. Been watching The Conjuring. And that. Have you watched them and Annabelle?
No.
It's based loosely on true stories. The first like legit ghost hunters from the 70s. I forget the name. Oh.
When you start jotting shit down.
Yeah. Anyway, these couple, when stuff used to like that go down, they used to go down with like some digital equipment and try and capture evidence and stuff. And the first, I forget the first one, but one's about Annabelle the doll, which is a real doll. You can Google it. It's based on a true doll that's like possessed. But
Really?
obviously they've.
Did it look weird?
No, it looks absolutely nothing like. In the film, it's like a porcelain doll.
Pull it up. Pull up the
Pull it
doll.
up.
I want to have a look at this doll, man.
Well, in the film, it's like a porcelain doll, like a really freaky ass looking thing.
Yeah.
But in real life, it's just like a raggy doll. It's weird, man, because it's freaky. Because when you look at it, it's like, oh, that is what I expected. Yeah, they are. Yeah, have a quick look.
Let's have a look at this.
So,
Oh,
that's
what the
doll.
fuck?
That's the one in the film. That's the actual real one.
Oh, that's the actual real one.
Yeah. And we'll put this up on the video anyway.
Yeah.
And
Fuck that. Man, them big eyes look weird
yeah,
though.
and that's like the real woman. What's her name?
So that's possessed.
Yeah.
Fuck. No thanks. Imagine sleeping in fucking same bedroom as that. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the one based on a true doll possession thing, and then there's The Conjuring 2, which is based off a really famous English haunting. They used to call it the English Amityville. It's called the Enfield case, and you can Google that as well. And there's loads of documentaries and shit. BBC even did like a report on it in the 70s. It was that famous. There's this poltergeist shit that happened in the house, and the two girls that lived there. Well, there's 4 kids that lived there. They all started seeing weird shit. And then the one girl actually started getting thrown about, and stuff used to go flying across the house. Things like apparently all the Legos had levitated in the living room and stuff. And then she started getting possessed, and it used to take over her voice, and she used to sit there, put on this gravelly, growly voice. And like they had these professionals come in and said the way she's getting, like, you get a sore throat after 10 minutes, and she used to do it for like hours on end. And say she was this 70-year-old bloke that died in the house before. And there's video footage of it, like when the BBC documentary did it. And it's really freaky. And then you watch the film, and then you watch the original documentary, and there's actually a snippet in the film about when they did the because it's like a based on the true story, but they've obviously dramatised it for the film. but it's like legit. They've actually tried to copy it, like make it look legit. It's quite interesting.
That's mad.
But even now, I've heard or read that the girl, I mean, she's kept up the act for, I think it was like 70s, so it's like 30 years saying, no, this was all legit. But apparently now, she said that it was all faked. Apparently, I don't know how true it is.
Really?
So it's one of them. So how much of it is all for show?
Real, yeah. Imagine keeping that up for 30 years and turning around like that. Oh, I'll just slap the bitch.
But if you was real,
Yeah.
I mean, how fucking scary must that been? Look, 'cause they fucked off out the house and went to live with the neighbours.
Yeah?
Yeah, there was like, fuck that house.
Yeah,
It was that bad.
Okay, so if I said 30 years ago it was all fake, so is this girl was doing it and she was putting it on, but her parents thought it was legit? Is that what you're trying to say?
Nah, everybody thought it was legit at the time. Or even the parents was in on it. The
She
kids
said,
yeah.
right, you just said, she said 30 years, it's been 30 years, something
Yeah.
like that. The woman come forward and said it was all fake, normal act.
Apparently now. But even a couple of years ago, she was still saying, I ain't seen anything of her saying about, but somebody told me that she has. I ain't seen nothing, so maybe she's...
That's what I mean, but did she know, obviously it's an act, but it was a little sick joke for everyone, and she had...
Oh, and everybody else fooled? Or did everybody in the house all know?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Was she on her own fooling everyone, then 30 years later it's like, ah... Good
Well,
one.
if there was her and an older sister,
yeah,
so if I think a sister had it happen to her as well, so if there was both in on it, or it was all in on it, but like them, if the sisters, they both was in on it if it was fake.
bastards.
But
man.
but then again, I mean, I don't know if that's what the rumour I've heard. I've not actually read anything about that. But I saw something from, it was only a few years ago, like 2012 or something, where she was doing an interview and she was still like, no, I know what happened to me. Because they had like, it was an interview and they had like a skeptic person on saying it was a lot of bullshit. And she was like, yeah, bullshit, you fucking were there, I know what happened. She was like propagating like defensive about it, like. So.
That's interesting, man. I might watch that. Put that down on my lists.
It's again, it'd have to be something like that to get me to believe.
Yeah, bad.
But then again, I don't want that shit happening to me. Like, can you imagine if that was actually going
no,
down?
if it happened to you, man.
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't like to have that kind of experience, to get possessed or anything, man, because fuck that.
Not
like.
possessed, but like poltergeist activity. Like shit flying around in your room and that. You know, you're sitting there.
Imagine if you got that used to it, yeah, and like your fucking cup of tea just flew off and hit the wall, and you just got vexed that they would go like I fucking told you about that, man. Like, do that again, and I'm gonna fucking I'm gonna kill myself and come for you. You know what I'm saying? Fucking. I don't know.
Do that one more time and again, the next is sting and fucking you off.
yeah, yeah. Fucking no pay no rent, cunt. So I don't know. Yeah, if something like that happened, I think I'd be in shock.
Yeah.
I'd like. I just to evaluate the situation. Like.
You mean you watch all these ghost hunt programs and there's all these theories, like they say next to open water, like lighthouses, hotels close to water and lakes and rivers. Apparently, they're more likely to be haunted because the energy the water gives off or something.
Yeah, but that's all just fucking mumbo jumbo. Fucking give me a palm and I'll read your future.
But then again, you know, you can harness the power of the waves, like wave, and maybe there's some kind of something that can like static energy, maybe.
Or if you live on a cliff and you've got bare wind and get the energy from the wind, so
it's the same thunderstorms, the electrical.
Yeah, that's more plausible.
Yeah,
that's energy. But some spiritual shit like got energy from the waves and go out for a surf and you know what I mean?
No, I don't mean that. It's just...
but I know what you're saying. Yeah.
So there's all these things, and then there's the memory theory, isn't there? Do you know about that? But you know we've got memory. They say that
just about fuck me.
Everything's got a memory to it, like walls can store information in memories. Like objects, like they
That's
say.
deep, that is, man.
Yeah, but they say like
we'll
you get some kind of object, like the doll. Okay, that's supposed to be possessed, but somebody will bring something back to the house that they bought on a car boot, like a picture or an ornament, and then shit starts happening.
Yeah.
In the house, and then they get rid of the ornament and everything disappears.
Yeah.
Like something gets attached to a certain object.
Item, yeah.
Because maybe that person really loved it or something.
Yeah.
And then you got like where traumatic stuff's happened, like there'd be like knives and certain things like that. So that's a bit weird because there's something intelligent attached to it, and then you've got the other type of one where saying it stores energy, and if something happens, an imprint of that thing happening imprints on the wall's memory from like it can replay the past.
Yeah.
And so they say there's a residual haunting where it's not intelligent, it's just something like playing over and over again. Like say there's a battle, you'll see some people like in a field running like with a sword or something, and it'll just disappear. But if you shouted, they wouldn't look at you, they wouldn't acknowledge you. It's just a replay.
If you catch it at the same time
it's
again,
just
it
like
could happen again.
Yeah, it's just like a silhouette, like what's happened. And then you've got the other type where somebody says, "Oh, we looked up into a window, and there was a woman,
like reflection, like
a woman there, with some old school period dress on, like from the 1940s." And I looked, and they looked and waved, and then you looked and looked back, and it was gone. So like that's showing them communicating, like that's intelligent. I mean, some people even say they've gone into a room, had a conversation with somebody, thinking like the apparition was that. They thought it was a real person. Come out and said, "Yo, who's that in there?" So like, been in the pub or something, and I was like, "There's nobody in there." And they've gone, "Yeah," and then they've gone in and there's nobody there. It's like, whoa.
Just talked to somebody.
I'm just talking to somebody there.
I'd like to have that experience.
But
walk into a room and someone's.
But if it was that real, how much would you convince yourself that you'd be like, nah, there's somebody there and they're just daily lies? Because the skeptic in me, there'd be that in the back of my brain. Like, if it disappeared in front of me, and you'd be like, or literally you just went and it was gone, you'd be a bit. But if you just walked off and then come back.
If it's like a house and it's an house party and you walk in, it's like you had a conversation and be like, yeah, dude, there's no one in there. And you walk back in, there's no one in there, and there's no way to get out that house, that room. And you've just stood by the door or something, then I'd be like, what the fuck?
Yeah, but there's always that bit in the back of your mind, like when you just went to talk to that chap, did they quickly sneak out or something? Well, like you say, unless you're right by the door, there's no way.
I don't know, man, it's like, I'd love to have that experience. Shit'd get weird, man, like crazy, wouldn't it? But there's definitely something to it, but I mean, they're definitely in the don't know pile.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna have to look around a ghost hunt.
See, I went on one, did I?
Did you?
Yeah, this is another thing. I was going to bring that up earlier and I forgot, so cheers for reminding me. We've done some stupid shit, like we've gone down to the woods at night, where the woods were supposed to be haunted. You know, and when you was kids, when you was younger, and you work yourself up a little bit, and but you just think nothing like weird really happens. Like you scare yourself into some nonsense when you're batting about. So we decided there was this flyer going, "Oh, ghost hunt, come to the pub of a night, group here, we'll go down to the basement, and this pub's really haunted." So we went down, and it was the cellar, and they had the lights on, they turned them off. There was this one room that was like a proper old school cellar, and there was all dust on the floor, and it hadn't been renovated or nothing. It was like dirt. And they put like a night vision camera in there, stuck a seat in there, and the door was shut, and there's like, who wants to go in there on their own? Woo, spooky, and you know. And then we walked in, and you just sit there and be like, hello, is there anybody there? And they was like, do you feel anything? You know, like all this bullshit. And there was like, who wants to go first? And I volunteered, like, fuck it.
Really?
Yeah, I was just like, yeah, I'll go first. I'll do this shit. I'm just going to sit in the dark for a minute. Like, because I'm sceptical, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, skeptic.
And you're doing that, and you're like, hello, you feel a bit stupid talking to nobody. Fuck what happened. Then you come out, and then somebody else goes in, and I'm like, oh, did you see that orb? And it's like, it's a dusty floor. It's like this fucking kicking up loads of dust.
Yeah.
It's just shit on the screen.
Yeah.
And they try and fob it up, and you like when that starts happening, you're thinking, how gullible do you think I am?
Back, yeah.
And then there's three people there. One was supposed to be like a medium, and she went, all her head dropped, and started talking and saying she was some person was like entered that. And and I was just a bit, this is a bit fucking wank now.
Yeah.
And I'm sure she went to do it again a bit further on when nobody was paying attention. And I copped to look at her, and she kind of had her head down and then give it the sly look, and then noticed that there was nobody taking notice of her and just give up on it.
Really?
Yeah. So.
You should have turned around and confronted her and like, what the fuck was that? You got fucking narcolepsy, you bitch. You're just dropping.
So. Then they broke out a Ouija board.
Oh, here we go. A real one?
Yeah, apparently. And they put the glass on it and got 4 or 5 people all to put a finger on it and move it around a bit. And as much as I'm sceptical, I was still like, I ain't fucking with that.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? They're all into it, and I'm like, don't want.
Ain't that weird though?
It's weird. Like, I'm so sceptical when it comes to stuff. But when it comes to fucking with them things, if any of that shit you see is true,
why don't you want to take that risk? We've just had the conversation where
you really want to see something.
We need evidence. We want this. We want to be debunked. Why don't you fuck with that then?
It's a good point.
Is it the thing around it, like the films you've watched, and
probably
you're not raw fuck a Luigi board? I don't want to risk it just in case.
Luigi board.
A Luigi board. I don't know why I call it the Luigi board.
A Ouija board.
You know why I call it?
Ouija board, yeah.
Ouija board, yeah. You know why I call it the Luigi board?
Why?
You know that film where they fucking play with that game and then they go into the game? Jumanji. And I call like the Luigi board or some shit.
I don't know. It's a Jumanji board, bro.
Jumanji board, yeah, fuck.
But yeah, it's...
I reckon they should change that name
I think...
to Luigi board, man. Is that well better? Drop in the comments.
Every time you see it, I know it's because it's a horror film you're watching, so it's gonna be. But every time anything happens with one of them, some dark shit comes through. It's always demonic. It's always evil. You know what I mean? It's never like fucking Freddy tied his house for ya. When you know the clean fucking poltergeist that's got OCD. That every time you come home, the fucking house is spotless. Is it? It's like, this was the best fucking thing to ever happen to me. It's the fucking place has gone up because the place is going to fuck shit up when you go down the house. The fucking TV's broke.
Blood up the wall.
Yeah, your settee's fucking upside down. The crosses are all upside down on the wall, you know. And you're getting the clothes ripped off you in the middle of the night. No one's fucking tucking up the bed and putting the heating on, isn't they? You know what I mean?
It's right, man. But why don't you try? Yeah, me and you, we'll get one.
Fuck it now, man.
Why?
I ain't doing it in the house. I'll do it in somebody else's house.
We'll go in the woods.
Fuck that.
You're saying this massive skeptic, and it's like, yeah, Luigi board. It's just a piece of wood with fucking squirrels on it and numbers and letters with fucking 2 dice and a fucking shot glass.
I don't think there's any dice, bruv.
That's Jumanji, fuck.
Oh, that's class.
Yeah, but like, I'll do it, man. I'm down.
I'm
down.
Oh,
What's the worst that can happen? We get possessed, man. We start fucking shit up, man. At least we know we're like, I know our life's just gone down the hole, but at least I know I'll be at peace. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, man, paranormal shit. And every time someone's like, nah, it's bullshit, I'll bring the fucking board round.
See, because coming back to like horror films and stuff, The Conjuring and Annabelle, I really enjoyed them.
Mm.
And there's been so many horror films lately that are just fucking dog shit.
Them dog shit out there on
So
They've run
many.
out of ideas, isn't they?
But to me, the slasher thing, the the demonic,
You know,
all
the last horror films I enjoyed.
Mm.
I enjoyed some of the Paranormal Activities.
Them are the ones I'm saying.
I enjoy them. When it comes to the last is one, I thought, okay, you fucking killed it now.
Yeah, the same.
And Strangers.
Oh yeah, that's
fucking
yeah.
put the shit up me.
But-
Because you know why? Because that could happen.
That's the thing.
That could happen,
The
man.
Strangers one, it ain't no like random psychopath.
No.
Well, it is, but I mean, it's a like Leatherface. It's a some
just
ghost.
a normal dude, man.
It ain't. Yeah, it's a some dude with a bag on his head. You know, it's.
With a sandbag on his head. With fucking old. That shit could happen.
Yeah, that shit's.
Somebody could be like, you know what, I'm going to do that now. I'm going to knock on this random door and I'm just going to get in. If I get in, I'm going to fuck this shit up, man. That could happen.
That's scary. And like you say, the Paranormal Activities, the stuff that's the first Blair Witch Project.
Mm.
A lot of people said that was shit, but I thought that was good because it was all like camera. Some people don't like the dodgy self-cam documentary style, but to me, it's like more. It captures it more, and because that's what scares me most is what's more realistic. Is like you said, the Paranormal Activity when shit starts in the house and it's. But it just starts off as something like
stupid,
like, and then it's like, oh, we've got poltergeist stuff's getting a bit weird.
Yeah.
And then it gets darker, and you're like, wow, that's.
And then it starts getting possessed, and shit starts. Oh man.
Yeah, them the ones that get me more than. Yeah, the slasher ghost type.
Yeah. Do you know them ones? Them films that got me. They was played backwards. Paranormal Activities played backwards.
Oh yeah, then there's like
Weird,
a prequel in
I
it.
wonder why they did that.
Because the first one is, I suppose it's to do. I don't know whether it's more franchise, whether they knew it, but the first one just starts randomly, done like and then they do like a creation.
New house and shit. Yeah. Shit.
So there's like it. Because the way it starts, they do another one to shows like the build up to how that started.
Like it's getting a new house and there's moving in. So
they kind of create a whole world around it. Do you know what I mean? Like, but yeah, the only other film that I really liked was The Descent, but that was a bit monstery. You ever watched that one?
No.
It's about the people who go caving. You know, and people go rock climbing and different things. You know, the cavers.
Yeah.
And they go down to this cave, and there's this weird humanoid thing down there that lives like it's carnivorous, and it just goes and starts fucking people's day up.
First.
And I'm stuck down there in the cave, and that's quite. I did enjoy that.
Yeah, I reckon I did enjoy that. To be fair,
I think it's just the way it's. Because that was more like a documentary style thing as well, and like filming their adventure.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Then shit started happening. Well, that's more plausible. Like that shit could happen. Never know. But mate, some of the horror films nowadays, them shit.
Yeah, I've watched a few, man, and they've been shit.
But Chucky was sick.
Chucky was good.
I enjoyed Chucky, but to be fair, the older you get with Chucky, you're just like, it's shit.
Shit, yeah.
You have to be young. But man, like the horror films that have come out.
So what's that one, The Woman in Black? You know, with was it the dude out of Harry Potter?
Yeah.
Somebody said that film's fucking good. Oh, it scared the shit out of me. I watched it, mate. Because it was so shit. Like I didn't even fucking bat an eyelid
You know
through
what was
it.
shit?
And after, like, somebody says to you, "Oh, this film scared the fuck out of me." I watched it and I was yawning. I was like, "This film couldn't be less scary." It just.
Wrong Turn. I enjoyed The Wrong Turn.
Yeah.
That's plausible
That's
as well.
plausible.
Like, shit could happen. No horror film that I thought was wank and everyone was raving about it. And I don't like horror films. And I sat down and watched it. And seriously, I was bored, man.
What was
The
that?
Ring.
Yeah. Same thing.
Starts coming through the TV and now. Just kick the bitch back in.
Is that the one with the tape?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like shit's like.
Yeah.
And then a woman comes and then she comes like. She comes through the TV, don't know.
Is that the one when you watch the tape and then you die?
You watch the tape and then she comes after
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah. That was very
The
good.
ring starts going and the phone and that. Like, yo.
Yeah.
Shit like that don't get me going.
See, that's the same thing with me. I like more psychological, scary films than gory.
Yeah.
Like, the first Saw was good because it was different,
Yeah.
and I was like, "Wow, this is like a really
But then
unique."
It was all the same after that.
Yeah. Then after I seen the first one, I was like, "Yeah, the more like
The second one.
it's like Hostel, stuff like that. It's just gore, just blood and
I
just
watched Hostel and I refused to.
because they're travelling and
Yeah,
stuff.
fuck that. No way.
It's like
Because you know when we went to the first hostel in Australia,
Yeah.
before I even stopped in one, we come across the most fucked up one. It had blood in the fucking elevator, bro.
Really?
On the walls and that. So someone cut themselves and pissed.
Yeah.
I was like, no. And then someone told me about that film, and I was like, you can keep that film for yourself.
Well, that type of film is just like, torture and stuff.
Yeah.
It's just really bloody, really gory.
I heard there were like some sexy women like lure him in or some shit.
I can't remember the details of it, but I just remember it being like shock horror.
Yeah.
Like them just trying to put
I'm
gory
just
shit.
Yeah.
And to me, it's just like, it's fake. You're watching a film, and I'm like, you just blew all your money on fake blood, and
yeah.
that don't get the stuff that gets me is the mind game stuff, like the psychological.
Yeah.
Then the thrillers that get me more than anything. So
Get you know they.
yeah, like once you've seen one body explode,
Is it Predator?
which that's the Arnold Schwarzenegger one in the jungle.
Yeah, and he's invisible
Yeah,
and he sneaks
that's
up and
more
jacks
of like
people.
an old. The first Predator.
That's I like that kind of shit. That's a shit film 'cause it's so old. But I like that kind of idea. Like
But that's an
there's
alien.
something
Isn't it?
there.
Predator's an alien.
there's something there, but you can't see it. And it just jacks you.
It's because he's got a cloaking device.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That shit. I like that kind of shit, man.
Because, like most horror films, like you say, it's something chasing somebody because people don't like being chased.
Yeah.
But the thing is with them, it's the bullshit. Do you know what I mean?
She trips over.
Oh yeah.
Puts her knee.
and
Then it crawls over. Then it climbs the bush. And then the fucking monster gets stuck on the bush. And then it fucking climbs a tree. And then that monster can't climb trees.
or they
Some
get tied.
bullshit,
They
man,
get
and
tied
it's
up
like-
and then doing this and then doing that. You think
Yeah.
in real life the dude just fucking cut you out?
Snaps your neck and
Yeah.
done. Overdone. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, them things you just get bored after a bit. It's like you've seen one, you've seen them all. You know what I mean? Them all
Well,
the
you're
same.
like, how much can this bitch... Cause it's always a woman, eh? It's like,
Yeah.
how much can this woman take the punishment? They broke a leg, sticking through a fucking... a knee.
Yeah,
Then it just
compound
then it-
fracture and
yeah,
stuff running on
then
it.
it's
Yeah.
then it like rolls down an hill, and then it falls off a cliff, and then it crashes a car, and then like a wall falls on her, and then
Yeah.
it fucks the thing up in the end, and I'm just like, nah.
Yeah.
You're fucking 5'2", you weigh about £20. It's just
That's the thing with some.
storylines like that. It's just
But
drag
it's
it
just,
on.
yeah,
It's
it's,
like, man,
it's unbelievable.
sometimes I'm there and like you're meant to be like, oh, keep good. You know what, man? I'll
The
just
thing
die.
is-
Just die.
A lot of them have got a format as well. At the start of the film, will start off a certain way where they're going somewhere or something. And then there'll be something about 15 minutes into the film, there'll be a jumpy moment. But that jumpy moment won't be anything paranormal or like fucked up. It'll
It's
be
some
like
geezer,
a bird will come out of a cupboard
Mm.
and make them jump, or somebody will come in and kind of go boo. It'll be and oh, it was just a
Yeah, it's you or the boyfriend that come round
It'd
the
be
curtain and
yeah. It's that first jump before
know
to
what's gonna
lure you
happen,
in,
yeah.
and it's like I've seen so many films and something new, the music and the dirt, something's going to happen, and then you're like, yeah, but it ain't going to be fucking legit. It's going to be
Yeah, pretty so early in the film.
yeah. And as soon as stuff like that,
And then it
it's
happens, like, oh, there's Bry, look.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then it's like, oh, this film's going to be one of, from then you're just like, I can see where this film's going. You know what I mean? and
You lose concentration.
yeah, you lose faith in them from then.
A lot of Big Brother, fucking hell.
But yeah,
I don't know, man. I feel like the movie industry is losing creativity, man. And
that's why when a good film comes,
shit, man. The same shit. Or they make a new film, and it's just like, okay, that's basically the same film with a different ending.
yeah, the same plot.
Yeah.
So I mean, same with the horror films. It's all the same plot.
There's so many horror things, situations you can be in.
Yeah. But then one comes around and every now and again it's...
I watched that clown.
Clown?
It's a clown. No, the actor's a clown, isn't he? What's it called? It?
Yeah.
That's meant to be good, the remake. I've heard
it's
good things.
It is good.
I've heard half and half, actually. Like, some say it's shit, some say it's really good.
I really like the original.
Mm.
And it is quite good to the original in some respects, but they do miss some stuff out or change a few bits. And then the clown, the CGI it up, and the CGI ruins it.
Just ruin it.
Yeah, when it was like the first one, when it was, I forget the actor, Tim. Shit. Anyway, that bloke, he's just got the makeup on. And it's just, do you know what I mean? It's more realistic, and there's no special effect, and it makes him a lot more scary.
Because when it's CGI, you just okay, yeah, that's fake. You know,
yeah,
it's like it's fake or a big deal. It's scary, but it's fake.
Fake.
But if it's a dude dressed up,
because
what goes through my mind is that could happen.
He's dressed up at the start, and at the end, because he's supposed to be a demon. See. In the films, sorry, spoiler alert. But yeah, he ain't just a ghost, he's like a demon, he's a certain demon.
But he's meant to be a dude, isn't he?
No, it's the clown that lives in the sewers.
Oh right, yeah.
But it's a demon.
It's a demon.
Yeah, it's not actually like a guy who died and become a killer clown, or used to, like a psycho clown that died. It's supposed to be a demon that's took on the appearance of a clown. And like at the end of the new one, it does kind of just become a demonic, like it does CGI.
Mad,
yeah. Whereas I don't remember it happening in the original. So, and I think that's because, like you say, it looked fake, kind of like it become monstrous. Like I don't know, it took it away from me.
They can go over the top of the CGI.
But see, that's the thing with most coming on to anything. Have you ever watched Prison Break?
Yeah.
Did you watch all of them? Or did you watch the first?
It when they got out of the prison and they was on a boat.
Yeah.
Got to that bit and then I think I started watching it. But I've watched.
Did you watch when they was in the second prison as well? Because they got.
No.
Well.
Thanks.
The first one, then they escaped Prison Break.
Yeah.
So just fucking ended it, shouldn't they?
Yeah.
And then they did this.
That's what
I think it was a second season. And they got recaptured, and then I think it was like in a South American jail, so it was a bit more dodge. And then they escaped that one as well. I thought Prison Break, yeah. And then I think the third and fourth seasons, there was just on the run and stuff, and it all become a big conspiracy, like of all wrong. There was like a big, massive plot line behind the whole thing, and some of the shit that happened in it got ridiculous. Like, the proper started like Hollywooding it up, and they was getting shot at, and some major shit was going down. And I remember watching the one episode, and I'm sure a dude got shot. I can't remember now, it's a bit vague because you watch so much stuff. But I'll paraphrase. The one dude gets shot, and I don't know if it was his leg or his stomach, but he got shot pretty bad. Anyway, they tape him up, they sort him out. And in the next episode, which is like a day or two later, the fucking dude's running and jumping across shit and climbing on stuff. And I'm like, dude, yesterday you got shot, you took a bullet wound to the gut, and now you're fucking clambering over shit. You'd be laid up.
Yeah.
You wouldn't be able to move. And it's stuff like that. It's
It pisses you off.
Yeah,
though,
it pisses you off because you see like the loopholes in the plot. It's like,
but then again, it's on us. It's on you.
that's on the Hollywood,
like,
and you get roped in. But it's like the next
it's
part.
entertainment.
It is entertainment.
It's a film. It's entertainment. That's what you want to see. You want to see James Bond shit, man, and fucking on the run, rah rah rah. But then you get like us. We break everything down, man. What we're watching, it's like, well, that wouldn't happen in real life. But what man just got shot last week, and now he's fucking jumping buildings.
Yeah.
But we've ruined it for ourselves.
I know, but
you know, because imagine if you did a film and it was bare realistic, it'd be boring, bruv. You'd have somebody fucking struggling to climb a 6-foot wall.
Yeah, it would, but I mean,
caught every time. No.
But to me, it's just like making it a little bit less obvious. Do you know what I mean? Like, if you're going to do something, maybe do it so the bloke's struggling more, and the other guys have got to help him out a bit. Not that he just takes a fucking running leap. Like,
imagine,
like you did some Olympic shit and you've just been shot 2 days ago.
Shot in the gut and you're there, back to the wall, and you got your fucking fingers clamped together, and you were, come on, man, I'll give you a boost.
Yeah, he's there them scaling walls, like jumping from building to building, and maybe I'll just go, a little bit, you know.
Yeah.
And it's, but you know, okay, yeah, it's entertainment, and like that was in the previous episode, and that plot arc's gone now, and I'm on to the next part of the plot. And I just don't know if you're just supposed to forget. Like, that bit's finished now. So yeah, he got shot 2 episodes ago, but that was last week. Do you know what I mean?
Man's fine.
Yeah, it's fine now. We've got over that bit. He's going to recover. But it's like I said, just make it a little bit less obvious. Do you know what I mean? Just yeah.
Put him in a wheelchair and bomb him around with.
But I really enjoyed the first.
You know.
Yeah, I teamed it up, so we
Yeah.
need to go faster. We'll put some rockets on it.
Yeah.
But no, the thing is, I really enjoyed the first season of it. I did when I first started watching it. I was like, this is good program.
Yeah, it was sick.
And then by the end of it, I was just watching it just to see what happened. Like I've invested my time in it now, and I'm watching it just to play it out.
Yeah.
And if it started like that, I would have turned it. I wouldn't have bothered my time with it.
Well, I stopped watching it when they escaped the prison.
See,
Prison Break. That's the whole
to
fucking
me,
point for me.
I've got
When he had all the map tattooed on his back and shit. Bad.
Yeah.
Sick plot. Don't care.
But with me, I've got this not OCD type thing, but
When you
if I
started something, you got to finish it.
Yeah, I've got to finish it, man.
Yeah. I can just leave it, walk away.
I can't.
Like, okay, I've had enough.
I've like Mrs.
You've
has
always been like that with films and stuff, haven't
the
you?
Mrs. has put on some shit, man, in the past, and she's just gone 2 episodes in, fuck that, I'm done. And I'm like, fuck's sake, I've got to watch this through now.
Yeah.
Fucking shit, but I want to know what happens, you know. And what gets me, sometimes I won't watch stuff straight away because bare shit gets cancelled. And if that shit that I've started watching gets cancelled, and they've left the series ending on a plot twist or something, and it don't get renewed, I'm like, fuck's sake. Because there was one program, and it was called, what was it called now? Can't even remember. But the plot was some alien shit happened in this thunderstorm, and there's like these weird stingray alien things in the water, and it was set in like Florida and the Everglades and shit, so there was bare water everywhere, and people was getting, it was like invasions of body snatchers, and the thing was going into people and possessing them, like, and it was taking over their life.
Yeah.
Anyway, and then some people realised what was going down, tried to escape. It started a bit slow, and I remember it being on Channel 4, I think. It started a bit slow, and I watched like one episode, and I was like, this has got potential. And so I put it like on a series link, recorded them all, had bare shit on. So I was just like, I'll come back to this later. 2 years or something later, I was like, oh fuck, I forgot I had them. I'll watch them. watched them all. Bare cliffhanger at the end. Like, whoa, what the fuck's going to happen here? Oh, when did season 2 come out? Google. Oh, cancelled. Never renewed for a second season. I was like, you motherfuckers. Gutted, man. And there's even like some rumours about the fans who actually got into it trying to fund like a final episode to try and wrap it up. So, and some even some fan-based endings. So at least people could like read something and get like closure.
Yeah.
So there is people out there who do want to
get it closed. Yeah.
Get an
What's the
ending.
point in fucking investing time in something? It's just like pointless. Like at the end, it's like you building a car from scratch and you just about to put the last nut on. And someone goes, and you're done.
Yeah.
Like, what do you mean I'm done? No, I've got to finish it. Now I'm done. Walk away. I'm taking this off you now.
But
you know what I mean?
What you don't see, because you only like you see the Breaking Bads, you see the Sons of Anarchy, you see the Game of Thrones. That shit is good, yeah. So it gets renewed, but there's loads of other stuff. Like every year there'll be like 20 or 30 seasons of something new. The ratings won't be very good. It'll be on a lower channel, and they'll be like, you know what, we ain't made nothing from this. It ain't worth carrying on, and they'll drop it.
It's like that Brooklyn 911 or wherever.
There's like 4 or 5 seasons of that now.
Cancelled.
No, they're not going to renewed it again.
No, it got cancelled though. They've cancelled it.
I'm sure I read something the other week that they've renewed it again.
Oh really?
Maybe I'm wrong.
They're going to cancel it, will they?
Yeah, after like 5.
It's like shit like that. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, but then like periodic episodes, they ain't really like. I think there's like an overlying plot.
There is
like,
a plot. There's a storyline. You get to know. The point I'm saying is, you get to know the actors. You get in.
you get invested in it, yeah.
And then it's just like boom, cancelled.
But I mean, like 2.5 Men, that went on for like 12 seasons. When do you like call it a day?
Never, because 2.5 Men bad.
But
even when fucking Charlie Sheen went on his rampage, man, winning. And he got fucked off the show, and they brought fucking Ashton Kutcher and Kutcher, whatever the fuck his name is.
Still good.
Better.
Really?
Look, you know I was a die-hard fan of 2.5 Men.
Yeah.
Every day. Boom,
Yeah.
Comedy Channel, 2.5 Men. Talk shit about 2.5 Men, smack you in the mouth.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And when Charlie Sheen went on his mad coke binge and he got sacked, and I was like, why, Charlie, man, why? Why have you done this to me? And then they brought him off, and I was like, I liked him in the 70s show, so fuck it, I'll give it a go.
Yeah.
Gave it a go. First one, you know, when you hate him straight away,
Yeah.
it's like,
You know the same.
you start picking faults out, and you're like, nah, him shit.
Yeah.
And it's like, but in the back of your mind, you're like, kind of good still.
Yeah.
So I put a second one on, got into it. I was like, you know what, this is better than you can carry the shot on, you can do it successful, man. Like, it went from good to being better, because he's a sick actor, and he fell into that plot, he fell into that fucking role just perfectly, man. Because he don't come in as like a Charlie Sheen wreckhead.
Yeah.
He comes in as this fucking, he's rich, because, I don't know, it's a software,
Silicon Valley, like.
Who's them cunts they like go on the computer, and it's like you can
Like a
program stuff.
Programmer.
He's like a programmer, but you know the high tech programmer. Like you can build a website from scratch, or you can like
design apps and
algorithms,
yeah.
like link up algorithms and what stops.
He's like,
what.
I know what you mean.
He was like that with his mate, and he made this idea, and they did it, and they made millions.
Yeah.
Like, so he just bought the house when Charlie died, obviously, fucking thing. Bought the house, and he'd come in, and they made a deal like, oh, you can still live with me, can't, or he's like a descendant of the family, he's a millionaire, so he bought the house, and like, and I thought, it's not going to work, it'd be shit, because Charlie, like, his brother's there and that. Sick. Watch it, man.
So I've never seen really, yeah.
I love him, man. Because I thought it was going to be shit without Charlie, because that was based on his real life, his lifestyle.
Yeah.
Like, that show was his based on his lifestyle, what he's like.
No way.
Honest, man, it's mad. He's mad. That's what he does. He drinks every day. He gets he's fox prostitutes and just bitches, and he's in penthouse and that. But apparently, it's based on his around his true story. And I thought, without Charlie, how are we going to carry it on?
But they
But
evolved it like.
Yeah, they did, man. It was fucking epic.
So what was I saying before?
I don't know.
Hmm.
One Punch Man. Have you watched that?
No.
One Punch Man. You know your animes and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Did you
I've
like
heard
that?
of it. Yeah.
Which watch it. You know Deadpool.
Yeah.
You like that comedy?
Yeah.
You'll love this.
Really?
It's the same sort of comedy, like.
Is it?
Yeah, 'cause it's like this dude who just he's like a normal dude, but a superhero who's like mega powerful. Like one punch and he kills everybody.
Yeah.
And it's funny because he's like mega like dull. Like these geezers will come up and like, I am Supreme Satan from the dark galaxy of so and so, and I've come to take power. And he just looks up to him and is like, yeah, it's kind of cool. Anyway, I've got shit to do. Bang, hits him, splatters, and then just goes. And she carries up down the street, and everyone's like, "What the fuck?" And like, no one knows about him, and like, he finds out like you have to get to like the DVLA of superheroes and do this test, and then you get qualified as a superhero. Then you get to Class C, and you got to go up the ranks and stuff.
Oh, so it's like a
But he's
superhero
like,
spoof.
but he's like mega powerful, like mega. No one can beat him. He's like Class C, man.
Yeah.
Like fucking dudes on like just dressed up with a cape on a push bike. Like, and he's there. It's funny, man. Like, you gotta watch it. It's class. He's like, why am I fucking Class C, man? Like, it's funny, man. You gotta watch it.
Well.
It appears we've come to a stale part of the
We've come to the end,
show.
I think, haven't we? Yeah. From
No.
ghosts to films. That was a bit of a twist, wasn't it?
Yeah, you want to wrap it up?
Yeah, I suppose so.
Okay, motherfuckers. That's all for today.
I hope you enjoyed it. I think we went on a bit of a film rant.
I don't know, tangent, a little bit different.
Yeah.
But I hope you enjoyed it. If you don't, fuck yourself.
Yeah. And see you next time.
See you next week, guys. Peace.